The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. Coach said because they are still without their starting quarterback, this has been essential to have a bye week this week. Give their backup all of the reps with the number one offense, something he typically doesn't do all season long. So they have really focused on more reps, more reads, so he can really hit the ground running here today early in this game. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. The Nittany Lions will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, it's Jackson. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, that's not the start this offense wanted. Your starting running back puts it on the ground on his very first carry. This is a guy they need to have a big game. They need him to get his confidence going, and that last play isn't going to do that.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Cuts it upfield. It's Wallace. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
On third down, he drops to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tavian St. Clair. Open on the left side is Smith. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeye! Once he got some room, it was over.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. But really since then, Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for them. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to take it back. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Oh, pressure's coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Penn State.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And he added the extra point. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Deep in the end zone, it's Lockett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Throwing St. Clair. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 30. Racing to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Wants to go up top on second down. Almost picked off.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. He's changing the play. Straight ahead, it's Wallace. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB.
He's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football, good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football, finishing the run. He gets knocked out of bounds, but how about this offense set up now on 1st and goal?
Going to the run, it's Jones. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. St. Clair. Right side, it's Smith. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They want to run this quarterback. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower. And
he wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Tavian St. Clair makes the catch. It's Lockett. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. See if they go back to the air after that short gain on 1st down. DB's right up on the receivers. He wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds with just what they needed to get the ball back.
rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wallace.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They give it to him again. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. The whole Penn State legacy is intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Throwing St. Clair. Right side, it's Smith. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Driving forward, it's Jackson. Spins away from the defender. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. With the catch, it's Samuel. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Back to pass on second down. Stepping to the right. Wide open downfield. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Fresh set of downs going up top. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. The 30.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Rush right in his face. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Smith. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
St. Clair to throw for it on 4th. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running inside, it's Wallace. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Just got rid of that one.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already been picked off multiple times, and that time, that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Making the adjustment on the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got him this time. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. Stop right there. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. He's got it on the left. Finds some room. The 10. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense not showing press coverage. Tavian St. Clair. Left side is Roberts. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throws for the tight end. And the flag comes in as this one falls incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires left side, it's Smith. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Throwing St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. That one just came off his hand badly. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. And back to the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. They just keep firing. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Making the adjustment. First play of this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Hard running there. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. St. Clair rushes on. Got the back over the middle. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Extending the play. Couldn't connect with his man in the end zone, but they're going to back up after this penalty is announced, I believe. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. So that'll cost them a down, 2nd and long after the illegal forward pass. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. He's got it on the run. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like that.
But, guys, they're not sending the punt team out there. They're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and, man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. Snapped on 4th down. Under pressure. He'll throw it. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 3 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Ducks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field.
And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the second half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones for any offense, it's going to be an issue. Now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Look out! And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Going for 6. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They give it back to him. All over him immediately. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Powers inside. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the second straight play. Oh, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Takes a hit as he fires. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Great place to start for this offense. Quick give. It's Jackson. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Right back to it. Just ran him over.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Out wide left, it's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to...
Makes the grab, past the marker. Touchdown, Buckeye! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first. Right side, it's Jones. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. The give on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the back. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide right, it's Jones. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They're all over it. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Oh, pressure's coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Got some green grass. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. In the red area, it's Wallace. Nowhere to go. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Reels it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Right up money. He makes the grab in the end zone. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. The snap sets up the throw. And the sticky fingers makes that 2-point conversion decision a good one. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. They want that clock to run. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. On the move. He's going to take off. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. And the Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. Tavian St. Clair. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On a ground to cover here on third and long. To the air, it's St. Clair. Right side, it's Roberts. Running through contact. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Throwing St. Clair. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Second and long here. Hits inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first down. Turning it on. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.